All right, today we're going to dive into a really beautiful and I think powerful idea. It's called the grace of imperfect growth. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so our journey here starts with a feeling. One I'm pretty sure we've all had at some point. You know that feeling of being, well, a total oaf. So what is an oaf, exactly? The dictionary will tell you it's a big, clumsy, slow-witted person. But really, it's that feeling, right? That feeling of just being completely out of sync with everything around you.
So I've got a question for you. And be honest, ever felt like that? I'm talking about that moment you confidently wave back at someone who turns out was waving at the person behind you. Oh, the cringe. Or when you just completely miss the joke and everyone else is laughing. Yeah, that feeling.
Look, the answer is always going to be yes, right? We've all been there. And the thing is, these moments, they aren't some kind of personal failure. Not at all. They're just a fundamental part of being human. It's something that connects literally every single one of us. But if this is so universal, why do we work so hard to pretend it never happens? That's a great question, and it brings us right to our next section, the illusion of grace.
Think about it. Our default reaction is to just perform. We stumble, and what do? We try to style it out like it was some kind of cool dance move. We say something totally foolish, and then we're like, anyway, and just barrel on, changing the subject. It's like we put on this mask of perfection, pretending we were super graceful the whole time.
But, and this is a huge but from the source material, real growth, the deep stuff, it starts the second we stop pretending, the moment we drop the act. All that pretending, it's the very thing that's holding us back.
This is a complete 180 in how we think about it. That clumsy moment is not proof you failed. That awkward conversation is not a flaw in your character. No way. They're actually signs that you're trying, that you're stretching yourself, that you're right in the middle of learning something new.
Okay, so we've established that these imperfect moments are actually valuable. But, how do we actually use them? What do we do with them? Well, that's where this whole idea builds into something even bigger, something really profound, from pain to empathy. And the source material really makes us think with this question. It asks, how do your worst moments shape how you treat other people? It's not just about how you feel about your own slip-ups, but how the memory of that feeling, how that changes how you interact with literally everyone else.
And there's actually a path for this transformation. Let's call it the alchemy of empathy. Step 1, you experience that imperfection. You mess up, you go through something bad. Step 2, you have to actually acknowledge the feeling. You got to admit, yeah, it kind of sucks to live an imperfect life. Step 3, this is where the magic happens. We consciously decide to scrap those bad experiences and turn them into something useful, like becoming more understanding. And what does that create? Step 4, genuine empathy. That amazing ability to really get where other people are coming from.
Now, there's a really important distinction here that the author makes. This empathy, it's not something you just hand out to everyone, no questions asked. It's for people who give you some hint, some reasonable sign that they're at least trying to be a good person. For those who aren't, who show zero good intent, well, the suggestion is you might just assume they're a bad egg. It's kind of a pragmatic take on compassion,
And what's the whole point of this? What's the beautiful outcome? It's connection. It's about taking our own painful, imperfect moments and using them to build a bridge to someone else. Because at the end of the day, feeling understood, man, that's one of the most powerful things there is. It's what brings us closer.
So this takes us from something really personal to something huge, global even. I mean, if this whole process of turning our flaws into empathy works between two people, what happens if you scale that up? What are the implications then? Could this actually be a formula for peace? And that's the big, profound question we're left with. Could this simple, personal act, just embracing our own inner oaf and using that memory to understand others, could that really be the key to peace on a massive societal scale? The answer we're given is so simple and kind of paradoxical, but it's beautiful. The formula for peace in this world isn't about trying to create perfect people. It's the exact opposite. It's for all of us to just fully accept and become what we already are, imperfect beings. Which brings us to this final amazing little twist. The path to a better world is to just embrace our imperfections. And that whole idea? Well, that's perfect, right?